Here is the news that Arsenal fans have been fearing.
Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta is concerned after Gabriel Magalhães picked up a thigh injury while on international duty with Brazil.
Mikel Arteta's usually composed exterior was nowhere to be found as Arsenal's preparations were rocked by a shock development from Brazil. Gabriel Magalhães, one of the pillars of Arsenal's defense and a player Arteta trusts deeply, was unexpectedly sent home from the Brazilian national team camp, triggering a wave of tension and concern back in North London. What began as a routine international break quickly spiraled into a moment of genuine anxiety for the Arsenal manager, who knows all too well how such incidents can destabilize momentum during a crucial phase of the season. The news reportedly reached Arteta during a closed-door session at London Colney, and witnesses described the manager as visibly shaken, pacing, and repeatedly asking staff for updates. Gabriel's importance to Arsenal cannot be overstated. The Brazilian centre-back has evolved into a leader, a warrior, and one of the most reliable figures in a defensive structure that has transformed the club's identity. For him to be withdrawn and sent home raised immediate concerns regarding his physical condition, his mental state, or potential disciplinary issues, none of which Arteta can afford with a packed fixture list ahead. Initial fears among the Arsenal coaching staff revolved around injury, a nightmare scenario considering Gabriel's heavy workload and lack of immediate cover in central defense. Arteta has already navigated multiple injury setbacks this season, and losing Gabriel even temporarily would represent a destabilizing blow to a side that relies heavily on defensive cohesion. Sources close to the Brazil camp later revealed that Gabriel's departure was connected to a precautionary assessment over discomfort he reportedly felt during training. While Brazilian medical staff insisted that sending him home was in Gabriel's best long-term interest, the suddenness of the decision set alarm bells ringing across Arsenal's hierarchy. Arteta's reaction to the development underscores the delicate relationship between club and country, a dynamic that often becomes strained during high-stakes periods of the season. International breaks bring risk, and although managers outwardly express pride in seeing their players represent their nations, the underlying fear never goes away. Arteta, who has fought tirelessly to build a squad capable of sustaining a title challenge, now finds himself confronting the possibility of losing one of his most consistent performers, even if only temporarily. His emotional response was not simply frustration but a reflection of how invested he is in every detail of his team's progression. In the hours following the news, Arsenal moved quickly to arrange Gabriel's travel, medical checks, and rehabilitation plans. Club doctors were immediately placed on standby, with Arteta said to be in constant communication, eager for clarity. The centre-back's return to London Colney will determine the extent of any issue, but the manager's concern stems from the fact that even minor disruptions can snowball into bigger problems in the Premier League's unforgiving environment. Inside the Arsenal dressing room, the mood reportedly turned somber as players learned of the incident. Gabriel is not only a defensive mainstay but also a popular figure among teammates, known for his energy, humor, and relentless work ethic. Arteta, who values unity above everything, knows the ripple effect that uncertainty surrounding a key player can have on the group. He has worked meticulously to build psychological resilience in his squad, but moments like this test the very foundations of that progress. For Arteta personally, the situation cuts deeper. He has been instrumental in Gabriel's growth since his arrival from Lille, guiding him through early inconsistencies and molding him into a Premier League powerhouse. The bond between manager and player is strong, forged through trust, persistence, and shared ambition. To learn that Gabriel had been suddenly dismissed from national duty without prior warning struck at the heart of that relationship, leaving Arteta momentarily unsettled. As fans await official updates, the incident has already sparked debates across football platforms. Was Brazil's decision overly cautious? Was the communication handled poorly? Should international sides be required to provide more transparency to clubs? Whatever the answers, Arteta now finds himself navigating yet another unexpected challenge in a season defined by high stakes and fine margins. The hope among Arsenal supporters is that Gabriel's situation proves to be minor and that his return to training comes swiftly and without complications. But for now, Arteta's rare visible breakdown reflects the raw pressure of top-level management, where every setback feels magnified and every player represents an irreplaceable piece of a fragile puzzle. The coming days will reveal whether this shock from Brazil becomes a brief scare or a defining moment in Arsenal's campaign.